What's up, everyone? Big exciting day here down at Oak's Garage. Like, I think I start every video like that. Super exciting. Okay, if you guys watched the last video, which you should have, what's up?
Cool shit.
It is cool shit. What was doing cool shit? If you guys saw the last video, which you definitely did, because you're an avid loyal subscriber, we got basically brand new everything to put in my E36. There's a new drivetrain for the E36. We have an LS3 crate engine, T56 Magnum, and a bunch of parts around it. It was a lot of money. Still crying about it, but it was my birthday, so that's how I'm justifying it.
I'm still crying about it.
Still crying about it. But buy once, cry for a few weeks.
long time.
Yeah, for a long time. LS.
A lot of tears have been shed in this shop.
It's alright, it's alright. But we gotta make moves because we don't stop. So we have a lot going on around here as we've been talking about it. We have actually we unpacked all the stuff for the Porsche. This is everything we need to get the Porsche engine back together. How crazy is this?
This is a mess.
Yeah, that hurt my brain.
I didn't expect this gangster ass tubular engine mount.
Oh yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We were missing one gasket, I think, just one, hopefully.
Not bad.
Not bad. And I don't know if it was a shipping error or me just forgetting to select two. So I ordered that up, and so hopefully we'll get the engine together in next week early. We have everything. Yeah, those are sick. Run line, killed it. So very exciting that one. But today, what we want to do is we want to get the LS and the E36, right? It's actually it's a big move, right? To get this thing in today. We only have actually a few hours too because we got to prep the cars for drifting tomorrow, but whatever. I don't want to talk about it. We should have everything we need to get this thing in the car. I want to get this thing in the car mounted today because even though there's a bunch of stuff that still needs to go on the engine, we got to start measuring stuff for fitment and getting a better idea of a couple other last parts that we need. So the quicker we get this thing in the car, the quicker we can make some measurements and spend some more money. Love that.
And cry some more.
And cry some more. LS3 E36, hopefully it goes in there today. We're gonna find out.
No, it's going in.
It's going in today. But you never know, right? You try to build these things. I build these things like in my head and I'm like, okay. It's always the dumb stuff. Oh, I forgot this dowel. Oh, I forgot these bolts or whatever. We're gonna make it work. So we're gonna get right to it. So we gotta marry the trans to the engine. We'll put the mount on, put it in. That's simple, right? Easy money. First step to all this, Spoon, what is it? Clutch. Let's get the dang clutch on this thing. Okay, sick. Block, that's so sick looking. All right, since we have a crate engine, we don't have to do anything to this, which is amazing, right?
No rear main seals,
no rear main seal,
nothing like that.
Nothing. We're even gonna be keeping the pan that is on the engine, right? E36's an F-body pan fits an E36. How sick is that? Actually, you know what's hilarious? If you want to fit an LS drivetrain in your E36, you need an F-body pan and an F-body T56. So technically, just buy an F-body, scrap it, and then put the drivetrain in your E36. So the pan we'll talk about later on because there's some do's and don'ts and some other controversies behind the pan. But for now, let's get the thing in the car because that's all we've been talking about. What do we have here? We have a monster twin disc. What did I order? SC series lightweight flywheel clutch. This was heavily suggested by a lot of people that I trust that have been drifting LSs for a long time, and it's supposed to have an immense amount of strength and amazing pedal feel. Can't beat that. That's all you can ask for a clutch. Reliability, good pedal feel, good bite. There's only 6?
Scary.
Oh, they're pretty Loctite. Sick. 6. Look at these. These will hold 600 foot-pounds of torque. I'm not gonna question it. It's a big bitch. That's a lightweight flywheel. That's a good looking unit though.
Pretty.
Oh, it's good. And they balanced it.
Yeah.
That's what that mark is.
All right, so let's take this all apart and mount up the flywheel. King of this plane. Oh, no way. That is really cool. So usually with the twin discs, they're stacked on top of each other, but with this, it's really nice because the inner disc is actually clamped with the friction surface. Easy. Okay. Nice lightweight flywheel. A new steering wheel. So it came with pre-Loctited factory. This looked like factory style flywheel bolts. Honestly, if the clutch kit came with these, I don't feel bad about it. They know more than we do. I'm gonna put a little extra Loctite on it, make myself feel better. If it spins, put Loctite on it. Clean our mating surfaces. Actually, almost missed a step, real bad. Pilot bearing, right? This basically houses the snout of the transmission inside the crank, so we have to seat this. What's cool is the alignment tool. Looks like it comes with a little
The first steel alignment tool.
This is the first steel alignment tool I've ever gotten, which is amazing. So we should have no problem. Actually, I think we could just seat it like this. Oh, that's amazing. When you spend the big bucks, you know? See, this is the snout with the trans, just sits right in it. Perfect. Look at that. Just flush with the snout. This is an amazing tool. I hope I never have to use it again, but it's really good. See, they're just naturally dirty from just being moved around and machining and stuff. I wonder how many clutches we've installed on this channel. It seems quite a bit at this point.
There's a drawer over there full of alignment tools. Same with the BC wrenches.
Yeah.
There's
A lot of BC spanners and a lot of clutch alignment tools. You can never find them when you need them. There you go. Line that up. And then we have to line up the bout. Okay, we gotta put those dowels in, those thingies. Yeah, get those in there. Only thing we gotta align is the balance mark. So you see that blue right there on here? Just gotta align that with the, just right there. Perfect. It's so, by the end of this video, me and Spoon are gonna probably change our shirt 3 times. It is so muggy today. Jeez, look at the bead on my forehead coming down. You know what's amazing? Like all new things. No prep work.
So nice.
So this is what it feels like, huh? We're getting there, boys. We're getting there. We pre-seated these because it takes a little while to walk the pressure plate on. But just torque these in a star pattern. You guys know the deal. Easy peas.
How many foot-pounds we talking, Jim?
The book says 54. It's quite a lot for a pressure plate, but I guess it is a twin disc, right? Or in LS terms, just like one Ooga Dooga. You want to do the honors? I know you want to do it.
Yeah.
Come on, do the honors.
Do it, Austin.
Do it, Austin. Your whole life aligned. Oh, for this moment. Okay. I was trying to build.
I did it though. I was too excited.
Okay. Yes. When you get excited, you know, pull. You know, I'm not gonna make that joke. This one we could do a little bit differently than usual. We could actually take the bell housing and put that on the engine before the trans. I love that. Look at this, even brand new hardware. Love that. Smack her on, Spoon. You got her. Line her up with the dowels. Look at that. We're gonna put all the bell housing bolts in.
Leave the top one out.
I like that. Yeah, leave the top one up. For good luck. All right. Hopefully, we never have to deal with taking this off of the car, but future us might be happy. The drift card cheat code is only running a few bell housing bolts. I know a lot of guys that have probably only 2 bell housing bolts in. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah, do as I do. That's the most dad saying
Oh,
ever.
man, that pissed me off.
But I'm gonna use it.
Yeah, nah, it's good. You know, you get older, you realize they were right.
They were right. Now, with the bell housings on, we can slip the trans on the bell housing, but before we do that, we have to put on the slave cylinder, which is actually internal, right? So instead of it being like a clutch fork that pushes against the clutch, the whole entire slave cylinder itself is the throttle bearing. You see that? So with this, the slave cylinder throttle R1, it expands with hydraulic pressure, of course, from the clutch line. So with this, we have a GM quick disconnect on this side, and then we have the bleeder, which is right here. But as you can tell, the bleeder is really short. So when we get this thing mocked up, right there, pain in the ass to bleed. I don't really know how you do it, to be honest.
It's a pain in the ass, and it's so far up in the trans tunnel.
You're just spitting fluid all over yourself.
It's
so
awful.
Getting a remote mount bleeder kit is a huge suggestion. So we convert this to an AN line right here that we could mount the bleed screw somewhere easy to bleed. Good old-fashioned professional wrench here. These are tapered ends, so we don't have to put any seal on it. We just tighten the shit out of it.
Check with the gym spec. That's still aluminum.
So we got our line right here. Boom. Like, you don't want to break it, but you don't want it to leak. Seems about right.
Gym spec is scary.
I don't know my own strength, Spoon. That's a snug fit right there. Does that actually go in? That's it. I'm gonna put a dab of Loctite.
Nah.
I ain't playing games. Just a small dab. But it's nice because if we have to replace this, we don't have to pull the whole bell housing off. We just have to pull off the bolts around the transmission, leave the bell housing on. I love that. All right, it's time to slip it on. This feels so weird. I feel so wrong because everything's new, easy. I'm used to just getting all the...
They didn't take any extra work.
No, I'm used to like getting stuff, power washing it for a day, regasking it, hoping that it's not blown up and like...
It's a new era.
It's nice. Treat myself.
Treat yourself,
Treat
King.
myself. Let's get this thing on there. Oh, it's heavier than I thought, Spoon. What's so funny? Huh? What's so funny?
Just shake it real hard.
Everything's brand new. The tolerances are tight, all right? I'm used to having these input shafts have at least 100,000 miles.
Are you guys qualified for this shit or what?
You wanna give it a shot? Oh wait, you're used to them automatic transmissions, pal.
Listen, I've broken enough of these pieces of shit to tell you what's going on here, alright?
They give it a good old twist and stink, you know? How sick is that though?
Ooh. Can I have this when you're done?
No. Yeah.
Or are you gonna keep it forever?
I mean, you'll probably use them with me, hopefully.
Hopefully I never use it.
I'm saying hopefully, I never have to use it.
You know what? You keep it.
No, you keep it.
No, I don't want it, and I'll just borrow it when I need it.
I was hoping it would be the other way around. Yeah. I think it's going. No, it's just the dowel pins. What did you? You get your finger?
I pinch it underneath the jack.
Oh, that was a shit spot.
Just snug it in with those.
So it happens.
No, it's a dangerous move.
It hurts a lot.
So we got a line, 2 clutch discs, a pallet bearing, and 2 dowels. And Derek hurt his finger.
I have a boo-boo.
Steve, can you get it for him?
Oh no.
No, it's this one dumb dowel being a pain in the ass. The bell housing's aftermarket. We should have tested it to the trans before we bolted to the engine. That's what we would do. The dowel's having a hard time aligning, so the bolt, so we might take it all off, make sure it actually physically bolts to the trans, and then get on the engine. Yeah, but I have to go to the doctor's appointment. I'll be right back. You guys got this?
For his eye. He's gotta go to his gynecologist.
I know, that's why I don't want no comments like that.
Is it going? Well, that fits.
That fits.
Actually, it's fucking perfect. Bring the ass this way. This. Oh, you gotta lift the ass down a little bit.
There you
There we
go.
go.
There she is.
Weird how that works, huh?
All right, boys, nice work. It's all together. So now it's time to shove it in that poor little E36 and officially announce that it's an LS car.
We got mounts.
We got mounts. So,
Swap kit?
well, this is the whole thing, right? What does it take to get this in the car? Well, mounts, right? It doesn't just bolt in with factory mounts. It's E36, so we got an E36 swap kit to make things easy, save us time, and it's tried and true. So let's open the swap kit and see what it came with. We don't have all the parts yet, but we should have enough to get it in the car. So what's sick about this is the kit is actually meant for a right-hand drive E36. Can't believe someone makes it. Very glad they do. Oh my God, no way, the headers are in here.
Sick.
I thought they were still getting made. All right, gaskets.
Oh my God, no fucking way.
No fucking way. This is like a Tempur-Pedic packing material. Mishimoto. Oh, these are the V-bands for the header. Wow, we get the headers today. That's sick. Mounts. Right there. That can go there. Oh, look at these things.
Here they go, juicy. Long tubes.
Oh, look at the
big
collectors.
runners.
The collectors are wild looking.
I get those ceramic coated.
We should get these ceramic coated. Yeah, let's spend more money. Already in here. So these headers are exclusively made. Oh, look at the collector. That's cool. Are made for the right-hand drive car, right? Because we have a big ass steering shaft in the way, and the headers have to be made to go around it. So now we have nice, juicy long tube headers. So we'll make some decent power through them. They'll sound good, and it clears that silly little right-hand drive steering shaft. Wow, an LS in a right-hand drive E36. That's fun. Oh, there's the trans bracket, which is so. The mounts are also different for the right-hand drive because the engine is slightly positioned different. The clearance of the steering shaft, I believe. I think it's like slight. So it says online, right? We were tempted to kind of do our own everything, but we really want to get this car back together really quick, and the products are really, honestly, really.
We got grid life in 3 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, time is money, so we need to make quick moves. So, wow, those are sick. I can't believe those are in.
Nice collectors.
Hell yeah. That's a good surprise. I thought these would take a couple weeks going. These look like the engine mounts that bolt onto the engine. Oh no, subframe? All right, let's unpackage this stuff. See, there we go. You like that? Magic. All right, they're not marked left or right, so. Looks like this bolts to the engine, and then this bolts to the subframe, right? Makes sense. Sick. And then we have the trans mount that should just bolt to the, where the hell is that bolt to? Right here. A whole ass drivetrain. This thing wouldn't not be sick in anything. I don't think I'd ever do LS in a Nissan again. I don't know. I take that back. I don't fucking know. My perception of life changes hourly. Great drivetrain. What'd you think, T-Bone?
The unit.
Put it in your S13. Feels wrong, doesn't it? Very wrong.
Poor car.
Poor car. Oh, we got to put that car on this lift, so. Okay. Here we go. It wouldn't be an LS if you weren't using Home Depot hardware. It's not, it's grade A, but doesn't it just like, this hardware I always feel guilty using on cars because it just looks like, I don't know, it's meant for scaffolding. I don't know, look at it, it's just ugly. So if you look, there's two mounting holes right here, you see that? And it looks like one hole uses the factory motor mount hole right here in the back, and the other hole utilizes that, which is like the shank for the lower control arm. That's interesting. Powder coating is in the way. We gotta just drill that real quick. I might have to take the other part of the mount off the engine and bolt it to here first and slip the engine into them. Or if there's enough play, we might be able to kind of like get the engine above it and slip it down. We're gonna try that first.
This is always a game.
This is always a game. What's sick is the front end's off, so we don't have to like worry about a radius support. So we might have to massage the trans tunnel a little bit to fit this. The bell housing is fat.
Right here.
Probably right there, but it depends how far back the engine sits. I don't really know. You don't really find out to the first test fit, and hopefully we might have to take these mounts off the engine and put them on the mount first and then the engine on that, which is probably what's gonna happen, but we'll try like this first, fuck it.
Is there bald eagle sound effects in the last video?
Yes, perfect.
This train wants to walk. How's it looking, Steve?
EJ dropped a 1J on it.
Oh, we might have to take the hood off. Oh. Alright. We might have to take the hood off, but we'll find out. Oh, we can go down though, can't
Yeah,
we?
you can go down.
This is wild. If you told me I was even a year ago, if you told me I was putting an LS in this thing, oh my god. 2 years ago, if you told me I was making a drift car, I'd be like, oh my god, I've changed.
The amount of
Who am I now? Yeah, this car has had many lives. Some massaging requires the engine just, yeah, the engine's just too close to my side.
Yeah.
Get it towards Steve. Alright, we decided to pull these. Once the oil pan, the rear sump of the pan gets behind the subframe, we're golden. The hard part is the subframe and the firewall is just wedged between them right now. So close. It seems like it's touching but not touching at the same time. I neglected one thing, the shifter. For some reason I thought it lined up perfectly, but it doesn't. Right now the shifter is hitting the trans tunnel right here. That's why it won't go back any farther. That's what we kicked it, just bent tower a little bit.
Centimeter we need.
So if we cut 1.5 inches back, it should allow the engine to pop right in now. Boone's favorite thing to do. So we're just gonna make a little slit for it to clear and we'll make a nice hole with it. It's for the greater good. Cut a bigger hole so this trans can go up higher, we should be fine. There you go, nice hole. It's not too bad. It looks like a normal factory shifter hole size. Make a nice pretty plate for that. Oh yeah. All right, now hopefully the mounts will line up. Tilt up a bit more. So it looks like the front of the oil pan is actually sitting on basically the bracket for the steering rack, and that's hopefully if we trim that.
Yeah, it's this little lip that comes up.
So right here, see this little lip on the inside of this one and the inside of this one. That is hitting the oil pan. We need a new crane. This thing's broken. Oh man, I hope it's enough to clear. I gotta go down more. There we go, right behind it. Alright, keep going down. I'm not feeling optimistic. This is why we're test fitting ASAP, so we can get parts ordered up now, because everything takes forever to come in.
It's so close.
It's so close. So we loosened the tall mounts on the subframe so we had more room in them, and it like just lines up. I think it's literally sitting on the subframe, like the oil pan, by like 2 millimeters, dude. Like it's like
It's not even touching.
it's not touching right now.
No,
Bullshit.
it's not touching.
So it's just a little wedge then right there on the mount.
Yeah, it's not touching at all.
It's not touching. Oh, that's the best thing I've ever heard. All the bolts are in. They're just loose. Let me bolt the trans in so it can be under its own weight, and then we'll give it a once over where we might have to hit with a hammer, or if everything clears, everything clears. You know what I mean? Trans mount is all bolted up. Look, the sides look like it actually fits really good. Like it all looks like it fits pretty good under here. Let's get the crane out of the way and give it a solid inspection of how everything fits. It doesn't really feel official to get an intake and like an oil pump or a water pump on it. That's when an LS looks like an LS. Until then, it just looks like a small block Chevy. Steve?
Come on, man. I was just coming to ask a question.
Motherfucker walks in here and doesn't even say anything about the engine being in the car. Fake! Nothing. Nothing. Exactly. It looks even more like Grant's car now.
And that swap, boy.
Different. Jimmy Oaks who? Fake. Switching up on us. You know,
Jimmy Anderson.
Jim's.
Talking shit, Jim?
No, ever since I hit 500K, bro, I just been acting different.
Yeah, I told him ever since he went to Ireland. I don't speak eagle, but that looks good.
Those headers are gonna look like a tight fit.
I'll be a tighter fit, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're definitely have to wrap those fuel lines. Shit.
Have to move them.
Whatever. That's why we're fitting today, so we could see how much trouble is ahead of us. Rookie mistake number one, whenever fitting custom mounts, you should leave everything loose, right? I think we gave too much prop to the mounts. We tried to tighten one side of the mount and leave the other side loose. You gotta leave every bit of all of the mounts loose so you can wiggle it all into place, right? Because these are just like made on a jig and they move with heat and this, and this, and these cars are tweaked after many years. So leave everything loose, fit it, then tighten it up.
Got excited. It's okay.
I got excited, and bro, I can't even breathe. There's so much humidity in the air. I'm like, you know that like episode of SpongeBob when he's like, I don't need it. That's just us here.
Water would be nice.
Well, rendition number 6 of the E36. You're just
Has
talking
that
about.
really been 6
I don't know.
renditions?
Let's see. It's been M50. Then I had M52 supercharger. Then I did the turbo S50 stock, blew it up, built the S50 turbo, and then we have the LS. So it's a 5th rendition, and it's so funny. Like, because I was talking about I'd hate to do this in any other car, but like this, I want this to be the ultimate driving machine, and we're getting there. It'll be good. E36 is tried and true, so it'll be good. I'm excited.
Me and Derek were trying to talk him into a rear mount radiator and some other stuff. Some race car shit.
Yeah, as soon as you left your eye appointment, we were like,
I came back, they were just like, you're not going to be happy. And I was like, probably not. So we'll figure it out. Maybe that's rendition 6. Who knows?
Yeah. We'll get this running first and get it sorted and then go from there.
Exactly.
But
so,
for weight wise and weight distribution wise, it would be better to put the radiator in the back.
Yeah, it would. For now, I have some more things to order. We actually tested the headers real quick. They fit great, which is sick.
This side does. That side's gonna be tricky with the stairs.
Yeah, it's just the steering shaft.
Yeah, who needs a steering shaft? We'll do e-steering shaft. You know,
Bluetooth steering.
Bluetooth steering. It fits great. The pan fits. It fits everywhere. The trans tunnel fits. There's a little thing touching back here, but it's like a nub on the trans that
It'll self-clearance.
it'll self-clearance fast. Or like we could just cut the nub off real quick. But besides that, like I mean, it's in there.
And plenty of room.
Intake actually shows up tomorrow, which is sick. The big thing right now is I just got to figure out the accessories. I'm trying to figure out the cheapest way to do the accessories because there's like, anyone that knows LSs, you could do 400 different accessory packages on these things because everyone makes them. So besides that, we got the front end on, we have the wire harness coming, we have the fuel system figured out, D-Works of course, the link. I have a drive shaft for us, so if we care, we could put the drive shaft in right now and the drivetrain's hooked up, which is wild. So
That's crazy to think.
it's crazy to think, right? We're gonna get some new valve covers so we can get some couch cans on this thing and do all that, but for now it's in there. The LS.
The LS swap.
Yeah, bro. She's LS swapped. I know, trust me, Jay-Z would have been sick, right? I saw a lot of comments last night. No, L swap. I would have loved to see Jay-Z swaps are even just as common as whatever.
You have a Jay-Z car.
Jay-Z.
Why do we need another one?
No, but like it would be sick with the Jay-Z.
No, yeah, I get that.
I want Jay-Z's though.
Yeah, I get that.
The Jay-Z pedal dance.
Oh, you know that if you had unlimited budget, there'd be a Jay-Z going in that thing.
You're right.
Yeah, you're right. Between price, availability, fitment, everything, the LS was just untouchable.
Brand new drivetrain.
Look at that.
Literally 0 miles.
Disgusting.
This would have been a Jay-Z. It would have been some junkyard Jay-Z with God knows how many.
Now I would have sat in a
miles.
machine shop for 7 months. That's just how it goes. So, there we go. Nothing more I can say about it, but we have some prep to do because the boys are going drifting tomorrow. So we got the E30 and the E350Z. We got a bunch of tires, and the boys will be drifting Lock City for the first time, which is really cool. So, Austin doesn't know yet, but I'm gonna try and fucking stove my own door in the 350Z while you're driving. It's my car. I can abuse it, right? For now, be excited for me. This is sick. Come on, just you wait. You guys will be real excited once this thing does some heaters or burnout, but until then, you guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. And Spoon.
Have a good night.
Because